Okay, now that the Sylvania clock radio fiasco is all reassembled and put back into the bench where I can pick it up at a later date and time, I decided to start moving on and disassembling this Westinghouse 44AC-1 4-speed record changer. We got the front of the chassis out. This is what the audio circuitry is mounted to. The turntable's out. It does turn free, but it's going to need completely relubed. The grease is getting all sticky on it, or is sticky on it. Motor turns free. We've got 3 leads coming off the audio amplifier coming back to this little terminal block right there, and there's only 2 leads that goes up to the tone arm. So I don't know if this was a stereo amplifier in this thing that goes down to a mono cartridge, or it's just mono straight out. But you have 2 wires in the ground coming off the amplifier, and then a red and white wire coming down off the cartridge in the tone arm. Over here we have the chassis itself, which after you take off 4 screws, 1 at each corner, it lets the front panel come out, which is where all the audio is at. And this is a pretty simple setup. This unit actually has taken a good deal of water before, because look at all the yellow rust, like the powdery crap on the speaker here. This is all powdery looking. And even up underneath of here, some of that fell off on the table. This wire wound resistor right here is all chalky, like it's taking some moisture too. I mean, it's not flaking off, it's just got a little surface crap on it. Very simple setup. 1 capacitor, here's the other one, and our electrolytic can, which actually contains a 20, 40, and 60 MFD capacitor in this little can here. And it'd be nice, knowing how compact this thing is now, if I could find a replacement exactly for that can, but I don't know if any replacements or anything are available for that anymore, being this is a 1959 unit. If anybody aftermarkets anything like that, would be great, because you don't really have any room in here where you can mount a terminal strip and then mount 3 individual electrolytic capacitors on it. So I'm going to do some digging before I even start to tear this thing apart, see if I can find something a little bit more OEM to replace this, because it'd look better on the board too, instead of having all that shit cobbed together underneath of here. Power for your turntable, it's right here, just a 3-prong plug, 3 wires. This is the audio that comes out and goes to the tone arm. Like I said, you got a purple, gray, and ground, so I'm guessing that's probably just a mono, but I don't know. That could be a stereo setup, but I doubt it. 3-tube chassis, very simple, ain't nothing fancy about it. It does still have 2 of its Westinghouse tubes and 1 Sylvania stuck in there. This chassis does use, find the tube layout here. According to this chassis uses a 12AV6, a 50C5, and a 35W4 rectifier tube. So the 35W4 is rectifier, 50C5 is the amplifier, and the 12V6, I don't know if that's a audio amplification stage, I'm guessing, I don't know, I'd have to look it up. Power cord's going to get replaced. It comes in, goes to terminal strip, fairly easy. Both these capacitors, I think they're both 0.5 at 400 volt. And I don't know, somebody's been in this before and replaced some stuff, because this cord is stamped GE on the end. That's not a original product. Somebody's been here to replace that. And according to my drawing, these caps are supposed to be 0.047, and there's 0.05s in here. So maybe somebody did recap this back in the 60s and they had some trouble with something not working right. But I don't know how to read the codes on the can, if I could even read them. You can't see them, they're turned all the way around to the back. It's hard to read. It's on the front side right there. Something you won't see every day anymore. Made in USA. So we're going to replace the grill cloth, because the grill cloth is very stained up. It's going to be replaced with something retro that'll match. And I like the interesting fact that it says dual speaker, and the thing's only got 1 speaker in it. So I don't know what's up with that either. It's kind of weird. I mean, the audio output transformer's right here, and it's just got 1 speaker set up. So Maybe that was an option they had on some of the other ones that used a stereo amplifier, because some of these did have stereo amplification plus had an AM radio built into them, so they built 3 or 4 different variations of this this product. But we'll do some digging, see what we find out, and we'll give you an update here as shortly as we can. Thank you for watching.